today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's Jones, throwing on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Looking to throw. Jones. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Now Jones on first down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 14. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. On play action, Lock. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lock. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Quentin Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A handoff for Etienne. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Locke. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down and 4. Locke being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, here's Etienne. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run. It's Etienne. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now to the air, Locke. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. A 1st down and more, Etienne. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Etienne, 33 yards. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Etienne. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And Thomas has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The open man is Shark. It's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's once again complete to Chark. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the 45 on second down, Jones. This will go to Henry out wide. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in by Cephas. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Locke. He'll swing this out to Fournette. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Locke working out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain of 32 that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers open the lead up to 34-0. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones, and incomplete on the deep ball.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So it's, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2nd and 7. Fournette running out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps, they're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Jones on 1st and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. They set up the screen for Henry. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Jones now on 3rd down. Sharks got it left side. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Derrick Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That caught by Tremble. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Jones' throw caught by Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll look to throw again. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Jones throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. There's Trimble, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Clay Brooks to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. And it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Locke going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Clock now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. He finds his man complete. It's Cox. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?